Hello everybody, finalKenpachi here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends game breaking news. Wow! Guys, Plarium just dropped us a news about taunt buff. Yes guys, you heard correctly. Actually, taunt buff gonna be work exactly same. But looks like there is some mechanic change on the Hydra. So basically, let me explain you guys quickly. Some player wonder if it is normal the taunt buff prevents Hydra from devouring champions. Devouring means they are gonna eat you, okay? Yes, it is viable strategy. When a champion in the player's team under a taunt buff, Hydra cannot target anyone apart from the taunting champion. They can still use their skill, by the way, guys. Don't get juicy ideas, I know. Like if there's a head of decay, if his cooldown is ready, he's gonna cleanse the debuff, that's still gonna be happen. But if that champion under taunt doesn't have devourment mark, so like whenever Hydra is about to eat your champion, they are marking you with the green buff next to your champion, right? If this mark is somebody else than your taunt champion, then they are not gonna eat that champion, guys, until your taunt buff is gone. So let's say, okay, let me show you here. Okay, like let's just quickly, let me just try some weird thing here. Okay, let's say this champion has a devourment marker. Okay, it's a green mark and it's a 0 turn, so they are gonna eat her in the next time, right? There is nothing that can save it. And let's say this is my taunt champion. I'm just gonna cast a taunt for 2 turn, and next 2 turn they are not gonna eat my dodges. So that's the strategy you can use on the Hydra. Like some whenever the bet RNG happen, like let's say you save your skill, you save everything, but 3% happen. I don't know, Poison Cloud spawn at the perfect timing. He just managed to cast Poison Cloud buff just before they eat you. This has happened a lot, right, guys? So whenever this happens, you can cast the taunt buff. If you have a taunt buff on your team, you can cast it. You can ignore eating your champion for next 2 turn, which is next 2 turn. They are also gonna lose their Poison Cloud, so you can deal with them again. So which taunt champion are gonna be good for the Hydra? Guys, there is not many taunt champion. If I'm not mistaken, there is a 5 of them right now. 2 of them is epic, and 2 of them is legendary, and 1 of them is the mythical. So let's talk about the one of the worst one, which is the epic. In here, guys, where is it? Isn't that I have? Lethalin, right there, guys, is kinda new champion. He's actually only taunt champion from beside the Sylvian Watcher, because every taunt champion from Sylvian Watcher, guys. So this dude doesn't have anything special, guys. Like he's placing taunt on the target ally, so you can place a taunt on the different champion as well. So which means, like if you don't want to make him resistance, because taunt is gonna make mischief targeting because it's an extra buff. So you can place this taunt buff one of your champion, for example, Skull Lord. People are already building him hybrid for the mischief tank. Can also help you that. And this one is not bad ability. 4 turn cooldown after the book. Decrease duration of the 2 random debuff on all allies. Then heal all allies by 5% of their max HP. Heal further 2.5% max HP for each debuff. It has duration decreased. Definitely not bad, guys. Good alternative. But please note that it's a 2 turn duration. So next 2 turn you are gonna be safe. And the skill has a 4 turn cooldown. Okay. Next one, guys, another epic champion from Sylvian Watcher, Duan. Duan actually doesn't have him. So Duan, guys, the bad thing about Duan, the skill, okay, like it's not that bad thing, but okay, it's a little bit weird, because Duan is the only taunt champion skill gonna be 3 turn cooldown. But the negative thing is, it's only placing taunt for the 1 turn duration. So you can get your cooldown fast, but taunt is only gonna be 1 turn. I prefer 2 turn duration with the long cooldown, guys. Instead, you can also make your champion faster. Like it's not the thing. But holding the Hydra hits 2 turn, I think it's better. That's what I'm guessing. But okay, this is his taunt skill, his A1. His A1 very solid actually, guys. 60% chance after you book him. remove random debuff from all allies. So that's very solid A1 and A2 skill. Attack enemy place a shield buff on all allies 2 turn, equal to 15% of this champion max HP. He's a HP based, so you can build him high HP with no problem, and they increase the duration of the all buff on the all allies by 1 turn. So that's not bad, guys. Okay, that's also not bad. Again, lots of synergy, lots of strategy, you can make it. By the way, guys, like you can also make like some weird stuff, like you can bring your Kaimar, you make, you know, like you can keep reset their cooldown, you can keep place a taunt buff on your champion, especially with the double Yumeko. So basically, they are never gonna eat you. And another taunt champion, also from the Sylvian Witcher, guys. First one, Roark. Not many people was liking the Roark. Actually, he can be work on the Dragon Heart 10 just because of A1 skill. You don't need masteries, you don't need the book him. Just give him regen set. I have a video from the Jingwon, which is here exactly the same A1 with the Jingwon. If you build him like my video Jingwon, your team gonna work with no problem. Okay, so this debuff transfer, this A1 transfer all debuff from this champion to the target and heal the champion 5% of their max HP for the each debuff transfer. So A2 skill is very solid, especially for the Hydra guys, because A2 skill has a decrease attack debuff. We love decrease attack debuff, must needed for the Hydra. And this skill gonna be 3 turn cooldown, guys. Also still the control seal buff from the enemies if they are under. This effect cannot be resisted, guys, but for this effect and the A1 skill, you guys need accuracy on him. Okay, and right there, taunt buff, again 4 turn cooldown. Place a taunt buff and increase defense buff and the strength buff on this champion for 2 turn. So you can make him hybrid. This can be mischief targeting. He can be also taunt the heads for next 2 turn, guys. Also a passive skill. That's very nice passive skill, to be honest. That passive skill very nicely gonna help you to survivability. Whenever an ally lose 10% or more their max HP from a single hit, place a shield buff on that ally for 2 turn equal to 10% of their max HP. Okay, 10% their max HP mean if they have a attack based DPS on your team, their shield is not gonna be that big, guys, but still something to protect them. And after rebook, basically cooldown is not gonna be happen. There is no cooldown after rebook. That's very solid. But the one of the best one, guys, is the one of the previous fusion, Emic Trunk Heart. Guys, Emic A1 is not important, to be honest. A2 is very juicy one because attack enemy decrease the cooldown of the all ally skill except this champion by 1 turn. Place a shield buff on all allies 30% of this champion max HP. This skill has 3 turn cooldown, guys. He can place a shield buff on your team, which is good for the protection. He can also decrease cooldown all of your ally 1 turn except himself. That's very nice. That's very nice, guys. Okay, like let's say you have a Duchess on your team. Okay, so with this skill, Duchess A2 skill basically gonna become 3 turn cooldown. So lots of synergy strategy you can make around the Emic. I hope you guys didn't miss his fusion, but his taunt ability is right there, very similar to the Roark taunt. Its taunt buff are very similar, guys. 4 turn cooldown, place an unkillable buff on all allies 2 turn. Oh yeah, he also have unkillable. I totally forget about that actually. Whenever your champion about to die, you can also use this skill to keep them alive, you know. Also place a taunt buff and shield buff on this champion for 2 turn. The value of the shield is equal to 30% of this champion max HP. After rebook, 4 turn cooldown. And the passive skill. This passive skill not gonna work in the Hydra, guys, because we cannot increase their skill cooldown. But for the arena, great passive skill. He's also great for the arena, by the way, guys. Emic. And the last one, yes, guys, mythical champion RBS. My favorite mythical champion, actually. I really want to get her. She has a multiple stuff, guys, like field tormentor, increase attack at the same time, increase accuracy buff. This one, remove all buff from all enemy, increase duration of the all buff, then revive on death buff on your allies, all of them. A1, block active skill. This is not gonna work on the Hydra. We are talking about Hydra at the moment. Her passive skill also arena based passive skill, not gonna work on the Hydra. She has a ally speed 25%. All battle you guys can use her aura and her second form. This is things are getting interesting. First of all, this is again guys like kinda arena debuff because we cannot decrease their turn meter from A1 skill. A2 skill is very juicy for the Hydra actually guys. Attack enemy, place a leech and HP burn debuff. 2 strong debuff we needed for the Hydra. Good thing is default is a 3 turn cooldown. You don't have to worry about the book this skill, okay? And this is the taunt buff guys. So this skill gonna be 4 turn cooldown after you book. Place a 2 continuous buff all allies for 2 turn. Also place a taunt buff for 2 turn as well as stone skin buff for 1 turn. So she's basically casting stone skin on herself for 1 turn. Also at the same time place a taunt for next 2 turn. So this can be also nice taunt champion for the Hydra guys after this update. And her passive skill also super juicy guys. When attack, place a 30% decrease speed debuff on the attacker for 2 turn occurs per hit. Also decrease the damage taken all allies from skill. I'm not sure this is gonna work against Hydra. Probably they are using their skill right. This champion will receive that damage instead. I mean guys like she has a multiple role. Like you don't need a decrease speed champion. I mean she need to be on this form to this passive work. By the way guys, each time you use your metamorph skill, your cooldown getting reset. Keep that on your mind. So let's say you use your this skill, then you switch to this one. Then you have to wait this metamorph cooldown obviously. But if you switch it back, your cooldown is automatically gonna be reset, so you can taunt them again. So guys, this is one of the big change I would like to say. Like you can definitely think Hydra differently right now. Maybe you are gonna rebuild your Hydra teams around the town champion if you have them, of course. And like I really want the RBS actually. Like she's very solid champion. I already interested in her just for the arena, but she has a lot of the potential for the Hydra now. Especially this passive skill A2 is very solid. Let me know what you guys thinking about this change. Is that gonna be game breaker? Is the people gonna abuse the double Yumeko comp? So they are never gonna eat your your team. So basically if you build your taunt champion slowest on your team, so basically you can keep the taunt buff all the time, right? Maybe you don't even need a double Yumeko. Maybe like 1 cooldown reset champion gonna be enough. We will see. Maybe with the Emic 1 cooldown reset champion can work actually. Let me know what you guys thinking about it. And if you guys love the video, please like the video and catch you guys on the next time. Bye bye.